Are there any recommendations you have for young women in how to identify psychopathic men?
If you look at qualitative interviews of actual psychopaths after they've committed a crime or something and they're interviewed by police or forensic psychologists, they'll reveal how early on in their life they kind of recognize that they didn't feel emotions the way that other people did. And some of them will say things like, so I learned how to mimic emotions by watching movies. So they'll watch a movie, observe what sadness looks like, some actress or something crying, then they would go to the mirror and then try to make that same face. And the reason why they are often viewed as more genuine is because actors already exaggerate just a little bit for the camera, and then the psychopath is exaggerating the emotions of an exaggeration, right? Like they're imitating an imitation, and so it becomes even more of an exaggeration. And I think that may be why. All of this is to say that I think if someone is a little too magnetic and charismatic, that could be one marker.
Look, I thought this was just a wall. All the pigeons are sleeping there. They all have a bed. I love New York City.
Y'all, the Simpsons predicted that the Anunnaki gods is gonna come back and get us, yo. I need y'all to see this video real quick, yo. This shit was talking about basically the Mayan gods, but the Mayan gods that was pertaining to the... Look at this, look at this. Yo, the giant Nephilim beings coming back, destroying the planet. Look at this, y'all. What? And then look at this. Did y'all see this show? Basically how they put together the same type of people at this big ass rave. Y'all, then you know what else this reminded me of? This also reminded me of some Transformers shit, like how they came down and everything. Yo, this is almost on the same type of deal. Look at these beings, y'all. They big as shit. Does this not look like they're preparing for something? Look at this. This is for entertainment purposes only, yo. Oh my God!
In 1994, our daughter came out of her bedroom one morning and came over to my wife and said, last night I was flying. She says, sir, you were flying? And she said, yeah, the sky people took me. And my wife was a little confused. She was like, so you had a dream? And she says, no, I was flying. I was in the air. And I was upset because I didn't have my blankie. She took her blankie everywhere with her. And my wife said, so what do you mean? She goes, the sky people took me. I was in the sky flying. I was waving at you guys. I could see the house. And this kind of freaked my wife out. So she questioned her a little bit more. And she totally believed her. And I think I had gone to work that morning. When I came home, she told me about it, and we were both a little freaked out about it, and we talked about it, and it's always just been a thing we've kind of joked about, my daughter talking about the sky people.
Okay, today is Saturday, November 23rd, 2024 in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and we are looking at the planet Jupiter there, the bright star up there. It's actually planet Jupiter. Over here to our right is... and I can't kind of see all of it, but that's Pikes Peak over there where the red light is. That's where the light tower is on Pikes Peak. And you come over here, and there is what appears to be a UFO, and it is cube-shaped, and it has flashing red lights, and it's pretty cool looking. I can't really catch it very well on here, but it's very interesting to watch as it's just kind of hovering there, and we bet NORAD's on this because NORAD's not that far away. But man, this is pretty intense. What do you guys think?
Signs you still have a soul tie with somebody. Sign number 1, constant dreams and nightmares about this person. You don't care about this person anymore. You haven't thought about them like that in a romantic way or any kind of caring way in a very long time. Yet for some reason, you keep having dreams and nightmares about them. Sign number 2, a decrease in finances, decrease in creativity, decrease in passion for your life, decrease in energy. If you are soul tied to somebody who is narcissistic or parasitic, they will drain you of your energy until you cut the cord. Sign number 3, new love interests just don't work out. You could connect with somebody so well and it could seemingly go so well for quite a while, but then something weird happens in which there's a misunderstanding, there's a blowout, you get on each other's nerves, there's a lot of ego going on. That likely is the cause of a soul tie that you have not resolved. Sign number 4, you almost feel like you are held hostage in terms of your thoughts. You cannot control your thoughts when it comes to this person. They just keep popping up in your head. Now, there are many ways to get rid of a soul tie. You can do the cord cutting spell, which is 2 candles and you tie string in between and you light the string up. But for a lot of people, that doesn't work that well if you have a very strong soul tie. In my opinion, the best way to get rid of a soul tie is to go back to your roots, whatever religious practice you came from, and search up ways on how to cleanse your energy. So for example, if you are Christian, you would do this with your hand and repeat to yourself, in the name of Christ, I rebuke the soul tie. In the name of Christ, I rebuke the soul tie. In the name of Christ, I rebuke whoever's name it is. If you are Buddhist, you would meditate and use stoicism to get rid of it. Or you would chant mantras to get rid of it, almost like spell work. You would chant something to get rid of it. Now, there are 3 ways as to how soul ties even happen. The first way is past life karma. A lot of you guys who for some reason just cannot release this person is because you guys have had a strong past life karma. Perhaps betrayal, unrequited love, chaos, who knows? If that is the case, pray that past life karma away. The second way is that person is a narcissist or a parasite, and they are agents of the fallen angelics or the demons, basically. There is this book called The Dark Side of Cupid. You can find it on Amazon. It's by Eve Lorgan. It talks about the supernatural qualities of narcissistic or parasitic soul ties. She says that these soul ties are orchestrated by the fallen angels because they're watching us constantly. If you have a divine inner light in you, they're going to send one of their minions, which would be your narcissist, to infiltrate your life to create an unnatural soul tie that was never supposed to be there so they could feed off of your energy. And in this case, the way to get rid of this is, again, use the energy of Christ.
Are aliens actually demons disguised as aliens? Let's discuss that. Lately, the United States has been chasing these things all around the world. But what are they? These points of light that seem to defy even physics. People are trying to put their finger on it, and they're coming to the conclusion that it's not of this world. The scriptures say that even Satan can appear as an angel of light. Well, since these points of light are defying physics by going thousands of miles an hour, stopping, then going at 90 degrees, and then disappearing essentially, what do you think it is if it's not them? I'd love to hear what you have to say.
This whole UFO situation is out of control. Let me show you why. In the past few months, there have been an enormous amount of UFO and UAP sightings across the globe. What you're looking at now is just a few that I've gathered just over the past couple of days. When people think of UFOs, they think of flying saucers, of course. Disc-shaped objects displaying incredible speed and maneuverability. But in the newly released Immaculate Constellation documents, you'll learn that there are far more than you can even imagine. Many are shape-shifting biological UAPs with moving limbs that, of course, resemble the infamous jellyfish UAP from last year, and they are all over the place right now. There have been thousands of sightings of these in just the past couple of months. The logical explanation would be balloons, but if everyone keeps releasing their balloons into the atmosphere willy-nilly, stop it. Cut it out. Like, seriously, like, what are you doing? Why are there so many balloons around? Chill on the balloons.
Some are even noted to resemble the surface of the sun, displaying enormous amounts of energy. Others can hide within clouds and even take their shape. And all these different kinds of UFOs have been spying on our military bases for quite some time.
The Pentagon confirms that unidentified drones did fly over Langley Air Force Base in Hampton.
Langley Air Force Base did experience incursions of unauthorized unmanned aerial systems, but they didn't appear to exhibit any hostile intent.
So the UFOs can look, but they can't touch, and we can't touch them because we're afraid of what would happen if we tried.
With all these recent sightings and releases, there has arisen a big problem.
There is currently a massive disinformation campaign being launched right now about this very topic. Obviously, the cat's out of the bag now, so they can't cover it up, but what they can do is release false information to muddy the water a bit.
What's scary about this is that someone is trying to fool you. Because perhaps not only is the truth almost out, but it must be far scarier and world-breaking than we could have ever imagined.
And with all the recent sightings, something big could be on the horizon. Something that just may change our world forever.
They found this shit in a cave in South America. Look at that shit. Motherfucker look just like the movie Alien, dog. Identical. Ain't that a bitch? I tell you, Hollywood tell you everything you need to know. Y'all just think it's entertainment and it's just a motherfucking movie, dog. How many times you gonna see some shit in the movie and then it come out that it's in real life, that it really happened, dog? Same shit as the Alien movie. Same like a motherfucker, same fucking face, dog. You don't believe me? Look at this shit. Look at the head, dog. Look at the motherfucking head. And you wonder where they got this image from. Cause that shit exists. Yes. And that ain't regular degular. That's different. And that's why I be telling y'all pay attention to these motherfucking movies. That's why I watch them. It's a message in all of them. They telling you what the fuck is really happening and what's going on under disguise of entertainment. Hollywood. Look, dog. Look at the head of that motherfucker. And look at this shit. Things to make you go, Same shit. Same shit, dog. Peace.
I was just watching this TikTok from Bashar, and he was talking about how we're not going to have contact until we can all like agree that we can handle contact. And in all honesty, I was thinking, if you were another species and you were able to tap into like our social media and watch the general consensus of like what everyone's feeling about it, you'd probably think that we'd freak out. And if our government is going based on our social media, because like we're kind of eccentric on here, you know, like we kind of go above and beyond on social media. And so I just kind of want to get everyone's idea of what you would actually react like. Like what would be your actual genuine reaction if, you know, extraterrestrials came down, were just like, hey, we're here and we want to get to know you guys. Like, regardless of religions, everything, like, I just want everyone's consensus of what is the reaction going to be. Because I have a feeling that we could actually handle this a lot more than our governments feel like we can. And I think that's what's actually holding them back. Actually, I kind of know that's what's holding them back. Because if you go through CIA.gov, like, they say it a lot. They're trying to prevent mass hysteria. They think we can't handle things. Yeah. Which is unfortunate. Like, they're treating us like children. But I think that we can. I really do. So just let me know. I'm just curious. Like, are we actually gonna freak out? Is everyone actually gonna have a freaking panic attack? Is there genuine fears that you have? Like, where are we at as a species? Okay, love you, bye.
How many of you are seeing angel numbers like an insane amount? Like, put it in the comments. Please let me know I'm not the only one. I'm going to run through all the meanings of the angel numbers that you're seeing and why you're seeing it. So be sure to stay to the end because there's going to be a bonus angel number that not many people are talking about, but probably is the most important and powerful one. And after this video, you'll be seeing it. You're going to want to save this, bookmark it, do all the things. You're going to want to use this as a reference so that when you see the numbers, you know what they mean. So the first angel number is my favorite. It is 111. It's a sign that your thoughts are directly aligned with your desires, that the universe is here to give you a green light to go forward because your dreams are right there. Your manifestations are the way. Comment 111 if that is you. 222 is a softer, more feminine angel number. It's all about balance. It's all about harmony and cooperation. If you're seeing it, gotta take time to remind yourself that patience is needed and that you have to trust and have faith in this process on your journey. 333 is a fun, powerful, creative energy here to support you, encouraging you to take a risk, step out of the box, step into your true potential, and be the creator of your destiny. They're sending you love and guidance to help you grow, so don't be afraid of it. Take big, bold steps in a fun and easy way. 444 is a sign of protection. It's all about work and dedication towards the legacy of your life, to building your financial goals, your relationship goals. Your angels are offering you strength and support, letting you know that they see you and that there's challenges going on around you, but you're not alone. They have your back. To trust in your guides. 555. Well, if you're seeing this, get ready, because there's some big changes that are happening about movement, progress, and transformation. And your guides want you to know that big shifts are coming to you at this time. So embrace, go with the flow, because better things are on the horizon. A lot of people think 666 is a bad angel number, but it's not. It's all about taking responsibility for yourself, your health, your well-being, your love, the love that you have, the love that you don't, and that there could be a new love in your life. Relationships are going to get a big, big increase. This is all about a gentle reminder to get back to doing what you love. It's about going home and spending time with those you love. Seeing 777, this is a sign of divine synchronization, divine alignment. It's a higher wisdom, higher consciousness. It means you're on the right path, that you are about to get like some more downloads, learn new skill sets, and that your hard work is paying off, and the universe is sending you that confirmation that what you're studying, what you're learning, what you're growing with will have a huge financial payoff, which brings us to 888. It's all about being a match to your desires. It's abundance, it's prosperity, it's wealth, it's vitality. You can't be rich in one area and poor in another. It's about all things coming into the manifested form that you crave. Seeing 999, the nines always get a bad rap, but the 9 is about transformation, closure, completion, letting go, letting you know that you've graduated from one level and that you're prepared and ready to move to the next. It's asking you to make peace with your past, to wrap things up and make space for new beginnings. And what is leaving is creating room for something bigger, better, and even brighter for you. Big changes are on the horizon. Now for that bonus number that I promised you. You ready? My favorite angel number is 1234. This angel number is all about progress. It's like all of the angel numbers coming together in one angel number. It's a sign that you're on the right path. Do not change anything. Just keep going, taking one step at a time. You have to follow and trust that everything is in place and aligned for your highest good. Let me know if you're seeing any of these angel numbers. Comment below if you want to learn more about the magic of numbers. Do all the things, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.
Did you know that matching love lines in your palms reveals your personality? If the right line is higher than the left, it means that you're romantic, an old soul, indifferent to what others think, and prefer an older partner. While if the left line is higher than the right, then you're independent, adventurous, assertive, and prefer a younger partner. And if both lines are perfectly aligned, it says that you're strong-minded, gentle, and can be sensitive, pure-hearted, and prefer a stable relationship.
There is a ghost in this picture of me when I was a little girl. Honestly, there's already been a handful of spirits that have been captured of me growing up and everything, but I just noticed this one and it looks creepy. It looks like there's a spirit of the man just looking right at me. I have to show you so you can let me know what you think. Okay, first let's take a look at the photo. So here I am at my friend's birthday party. I am right here. Go ahead and take a look at this photo. And look at the year. It says 1998. Isn't that wild? I feel so old. All right, now let's zoom in next to me. Okay, so I'm actually freaking out a little bit because sometimes I can't see it. I will look at this picture and be like, okay, I really don't think I see anything, but I really do. You cannot tell me that that is not an eye. That is a legit eye. It looks like a man. It looks like this kind of like he's facing towards the side of me. There is a legit eye here with an eyebrow and hair. Are you kidding me? I have always said there is a spirit of a man attached to me, but kind of getting proof like this, like what? Like no one can tell me that that's not an eye. Like that is someone's face right here, and it's not a kid's face. It is like a man's face. Please let me know what you think in the comments, because this is crazy.
I can't see nothing myself. Have you seen anything? Look at this, my friends. This is in Portugal. Some guys are just chilling when they saw this big drone, or what's this thing? Another UFO stuff. It's crazy. Oh my god. This one, Why do these things just like to pose dramatically on mid-air? What are they up to? It's like they also have some attention. See? It's like they don't have fans in their planets. Good people of Earth. Look at that one moving very dramatically. Man, it's like
Well, I caught up to another one of those haunted ghost trains here. Looks like it's still running in the winter. Sounds like it's steam, sounds like it's gas, I'm not sure. Not sure where it came from, and not sure where it's going, but you guys wanted me to hop up on here and see what's going on. Well, no one's driving. So that's kind of weird. And this time it's going backwards. Interesting. Well, I want no part of where it's going. So I'll see you guys later.
In that previous video, the guy recording was the driver. Anyway, let's go to other place. Now this is in the water, my friends. And something strange is here. What looks like a footprint of maybe a dinosaur or what did you call those big animals from the past? It looks like a footprint by one of them here. It's crazy. Ostrich, or this could be an ostrich. Ostrich. This could be an ostrich. Maybe ancestor of an ostrich. You, my friend, please.
People are losing their minds trying to figure out what this thing is. The ancient Egyptian sabu, or schist disc, is a meticulously designed 5,000-year-old artifact that's just impractical for just about every explanation they've tried to force on it. And a tour guide at the Cairo Museum claims it's part of a lost technology that he saw with his own eyes. Carved from a single piece of rock, this disc was found in the first dynasty tomb of Prince Sabu, dating it way back to the Old Kingdom around 3000 BC. That's 5,000 years old, one of the oldest Egyptian artifacts ever found, but many claim it's even older than that, inherited by the first dynasty from much longer ago, because it doesn't quite match anything else found from that same period. Measuring about 2 feet in diameter, it's made from a fairly brittle stone called schist, and no one can rightfully explain why it's shaped the way it is. Never mind it being carved from a single piece of stone, allegedly using the most primitive tools imaginable from the earliest days of Egypt. We also have no idea how they even made this thing in the first place. A circle with 3 fins curving inward that get as thin as 1/5 of an inch, that's half a centimeter thick at the tips, surrounded by 3 equal gaps in a center hole, which clearly looks like it was intended to be mounted onto something to spin, possibly part of a larger mechanism. It was found completely broken apart, so what we're seeing here is the reassembled artifact stored at the Cairo Museum. They've tried explaining it with everything in the book, calling it a flower vase, a candle holder, or even an ornamental bowl. Yeah, can't wait to eat my cereal out of that thing. None of these descriptions quite make any sense. Like, why on earth would anyone go to the incredible length of designing such a difficult object, mind you using their most primitive tools as this was from the first dynasty, possibly earlier, into a complex shape that just isn't practical for any of these proposed purposes? The debunkers will tell you, oh, they were just incredible craftsmen and they carved this design because they just felt like it, and if you question it, you're disrespecting history. Look, this is a vase from around the same era, and although it's equally impressive to carve something like this out of granite, which I actually made another video on it, you can see it looks like a vase. Here's a bowl, which also looks like what we expect it to, practical for its intended purpose. Not to mention, Egyptian artifacts from later eras became considerably less sophisticated as time went on, so did they just forget how to carve intricate designs like this? Or did the first dynasty Egyptians find this disc from people that existed before them? The real ancient vases, bowls, and urns were all built with clear practical uses in mind, whereas the schist disc almost looks like it was part of something else. Perhaps a mechanical gear of sorts, a piece of ancient technology lost to time, as there are other Egyptian artifacts that look almost exactly like gears. Maybe something like these were used in combination with the schist disc. Others have even gone to the length of recreating exact replicas of the disc themselves to experiment on, and found out that when a bit of air pressure is applied, it actually surprisingly spins pretty effectively. Maybe it was part of a forgotten timekeeping or star tracking device similar to the Antikythera mechanism of the Greeks. But still, there are others who claim there is a far, far more advanced purpose for this disc. Funny old world host Johanna James tells a story a tour guide told her while taking her through the Cairo Museum, who says his father, Abdel Hakim Youssef, was allegedly part of a team experimenting on this very disc back in the 80s. They made a one-to-one replica of it, stuck it on a rotating spindle, and spun it around real fast while blasting it with specific sound frequencies. All of this the tour guide claims to have seen with his own eyes. After a while of fine-tuning the frequencies projected onto the disc, what appeared to be an infinity symbol of pure energy formed around it. When they threw water and other small stones at it, they would be caught in an anti-gravitational force field that defied physics. The stones and even the water droplets they threw into this force field would be briefly suspended in mid-air around this energy field before falling to the ground. And they repeated this many times with different objects and elements, each of them briefly hovering around the disc with no known explanation. Yes, you heard it here, so it must be true. An ancient anti-gravity device. Can't wait for the debunkers to clip that soundbite. Nah, if this actually happened, it would be all over the news. Everyone in the scientific community would obviously be talking about it. Oh, that's adorable. History has a long pattern of silencing those who propose clean and easily accessible forms of energy that don't support the oil and gas industrial complex, like zero-point energy. But don't worry, that's all totally fake and for entertainment purposes only. At the end of the day, even if it wasn't made for anti-gravity levitation, but something more innocent, like, I don't know, a mechanical water irrigation system. Still, how in the world did they make this?
Oh, my friends, how in the world did those guys make that thing? There are very mysterious things in this world, my friends. You see? Extremely mysterious things. So thanks for watching all this way. You see? Just like we cannot understand all the things of this world, it's the same way we cannot understand the thoughts of our Creator. Now, my friend, let's wrap up by reading from the book of wisdom. I had put some markings here. I've forgotten it. And this is what I wanted to share with you. Dear friend, do not imitate what is evil, but what is good. Anyone who does what is good is from God. Anyone who does what is evil has not seen God. Fantastic. Incredible, my friends. It is plain and clear like that. Let's give thanks to our Creator. Thank you, wonderful Father, for this day up to this far. Thank you for your goodness, Father. Thank you for your spirit in us together with your child, today's viewer, up to this point. All glory and honor, Father, belong unto you. Thank you, Father, for the videos you have seen. Help us, Father, to spread love through these videos to all those, Father, that it might reach. And help us, Father, to increase as a family in number and in knowledge about you. In your holy name, Father, we do pray, trusting and believing. Amen. Interesting story, child of God. Till next time, peace and love be with you. Check out one of these episodes here. It's full of good vibes. Bye bye. Till next time. Peace.